Friday is upon us, common people, and you are tuning in to Common Guy Reviews, listening to your lovely host, Pepsi. The Abandon is a 2022 American sci-fi horror thriller directed by Jason Sutherland and written by Dwayne Worrell. In this film we follow a soldier in Iraq who gets shot and then is met by a bright light and is taken somewhere. Miles wakes up in a weird empty room surrounded by nothing. There are weird things that happen. Room turns from hot to cold, starts to turn around, gravity does not follow the rules of the nature, and everything fun of that sort. Soon he gets into a call with a woman named Dempsey, who seems to be in the same pickle as him. What follows is a nerve-wracking mystery of how did they end up in there, and what it even is. Before I get into it, I warn you that I have to throw in some spoilers in order to talk about the things. So if you want to watch this movie by yourself before swinging your opinion with me, go do it now because I'll wait you right here. I really like this film. I may have mentioned it a couple times before, but I really fancy films that focus on one small place and use it as well as they can. And I think this film nailed it straight to the winning line. We spent the whole movie in this one single room, without any major breaks or changes. Movie holds the tension really well, and these weird events follow a clock. And when stuff stops, we are just waiting the next event to happen, toes curled. Miles' conversations with Dempsey shift from trying to solve the mystery to comforting each other as they both are hurt. Miles from the bullet he got hit by, and Dempsey by the other ways. Soon it is clear that something is off, as there is weird writings on the wall that both of them sees. It is revealed that both of them are in the same room, but at different times. This throws stuff in the loop as they are now facing perhaps something more advanced than they themselves are. The mystery surrounding this setting was intriguing. There was math equations and foreign language on the wall, for example Latin, so it almost asked you to pause and try to solve it yourself. Characters were nice. Miles really knew how to act hurt, as there was never a moment where we forgot that he got shot. I have watched movies that straight up forget that the character is hurt, so this 1.5 hour of dedication to this injury we get in the first minutes of the movie is great. Miles gets hurt more when the room turns, and those injuries add up. And the tension rises to the roof as the room starts to get smaller. So we really are dealing with multiple things at the same time, which gives you a feeling of anxiety. We are only with Miles and everything else happens within the satellite phone and within the events, but it is so well made that it keeps your company until the end. And speaking of end, they did it perfectly. I wish that I could take that ending and go and present it to the movie makers all over the world and say that this is how you do it. This is how you end a movie with huge impending mystery and give yourself zero chance of ruining it. And I just have to say it, so there is now time on the screen, some from this to that if you don't want to spoil the ending for yourself. So, are we ready? Here we go. Aliens. Aliens are behind this, and they are testing the humans. In the room, Miles gets another call from a man who speaks with a thick accent, how they should not solve the mystery of the room. As the aliens are testing that can humans do it, so are they a threat for them? They solve the mystery. Miles meet Dempsey. Miles gets back to the desert and sees bunch of soldiers staring to the sky. Air is full of different noises as camera shows Miles looking at the sky as something we don't see is coming. Implying that the mysterious man was right. Aliens really now perceive us as threat, and they are coming. It is so good of an ending, and the fact that they don't show us the aliens or the ship leaves everything to the imagination, based on the sounds and horrified looks of the soldiers' faces. End of spoilers here. So I highly recommend that you take a look at this movie. It was surprisingly good, more surprising that it's only 4.3 out of 10 in IMDb, and that is a crime in my eyes. But this was my review about The Abandon. You were tuned in on Common Guy Reviews, and speaking to you was your lovely host Pepsi, and I'll see you in the next review. Goodbye.